Welcome to the Explainer. So today we are strapping in and exploring what is really the execution engine of modern life sciences. We're talking about the BridgeBioHealth Global Scientific Network. We're going to set a pretty fast pace today because we're looking at exactly what happens when the theoretical blueprint is finally finished and it's time to actually build. You know, if you've ever been totally bogged down in the sheer logistics of bringing a biological concept to life, well, this explainer is going to show you a very, very futuristic way forward. I mean, really think about this for a second. What happens after your biotech strategy is firmly defined? Getting a go or no-go decision, or, say, mapping out an FDA regulatory pathway, that's an incredible milestone, right? But honestly, it's really just the starting line. The actual hurdle, the place where so many brilliant biological concepts get, well, delayed or completely stuck, is turning those hard-won insights into tangible action. It's that massive leap from the whiteboard to the wet lab. Okay. Let's dive into this, because there's just a massive gulf between simply having a plan and actually having the power to execute it. On one side, you have your theoretical strategies and AI insights, essentially your roadmap. But on the exact opposite side, you have the physical activation of verified labs and global collaborators. You absolutely need the tangible machinery to carry out the science, not just the digital blueprint. BridgeBioHealth has recognized that advisory intelligence is really only half the battle. The other half? Well, that is sheer execution power.
Section 1. From strategy to execution. Their whole platform follows this very specific 4-step flow to conquer biotech challenges. It kicks off with Step 1, identifying the problem. Then Step 2, insight. Step 3, recommendation. And finally, arriving at Step 4, execution. BridgeBioHealth uses a seriously advanced AI intelligence platform to power through those first 3 steps. And to be clear, this is definitely not a simple chatbot or a basic keyword search tool. It's a fully context-aware system. It processes the deep biological nuance of your target, your specific omics layer, and your disease area, all at the exact same time to surface a clear, actionable, recommended approach in just minutes. But that recommendation, that just sets the stage for the final, absolute most crucial step, execution.
Section 2. Activating the scientific network. I absolutely love this quote from their platform. The network isn't where you start, it's where you go when you're ready to execute. And this brilliantly illustrates how BridgeBioHealth actually operates. You don't just blindly browse for labs on day one. The network acts almost like this activated superorganism that takes over the exact moment your strategy phase concludes. So once the AI and the experts have helped you define the absolute right path, the network basically wakes up to carry it out. So what exactly is this network? Well, the Global Scientific Network is an incredibly interconnected ecosystem of labs, data sets, and pharma partners located worldwide. It's what actually delivers the real-world capabilities needed to carry out those defined biotech strategies we just talked about. It is literally the bridge between your initial idea and the actual clinical research support. By leveraging this massive global reach, it pulls together capabilities from all over the world to support your project, literally no matter where your headquarters happens to be located.
Section 3. Verified labs and curated data.
Now, when it comes to the actual lab capabilities, we're talking about the heavy hitters, genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, and more. And here is the absolutely vital part. This is a fully vetted and credentialed network. Think about it. If you need to run a highly complex biomarker analysis, this platform completely eliminates the massive, time-consuming bottleneck of having to go out and find, vet, and build trust with independent laboratories from scratch. The vetting is already done for you, which lets you move with just incredible speed.
Over 10,000. That is a massive, high-impact number. It represents the staggering scale of curated, peer-reviewed datasets across all major omics layers that are currently sitting inside the network, instantly ready for you to access. You aren't starting your data gathering from zero here. You're essentially tapping into a vast, pre-existing reservoir of biological knowledge that can immediately inform and shape your clinical strategy.
What's really interesting about this setup is how that massive vault of data is actually utilized. The platform doesn't just, hand you a hard drive and wish you good luck. The AI actively cross-references those 10,000 plus datasets in real time. It's actively matching them to your exact biological target and your current research stage. It basically finds the precise needle in the haystack that your panomics intelligence or your lead evaluation desperately requires.
Section 4. Experts and streamlined workflows. But remember, the network isn't just machines and data. It's made up of highly specialized people.
You've got different types of expert collaborators standing by. You have researchers ready to tackle specific omics challenges. You have contract research organizations, CROs, matched to your specific project to manage clinical research and trials. And then you have pharma partners ready to assist with complex tasks like M&A due diligence and scaling up. The system is purposefully designed to match you with PhD-level experts who have already successfully solved your exact problem before.
Let's see how this all builds into something truly revolutionary for biotech execution. If you have ever worked in this industry, you already know the traditional paperwork process is, well, agonizingly slow. It can take weeks just to get a single file shared safely. But look at this totally accelerated workflow. Minute 1, NDAs signed. Minute 5, data sharing agreements executed. Minute 10, proposal workflows handled. Because BridgeBioHealth utilizes these built-in agreements, all of this legal red tape just runs seamlessly in the background. It frees you up to focus entirely on the science, rather than drowning in paperwork.
Section 5. End-to-end execution power.
So the crucial point here is this incredibly stark contrast. On one side, you have the old way of doing things, disconnected research. We're talking plagued by siloed data, agonizingly slow CRO matching, and tedious manual credentialing. But on the other side, end-to-end execution gives you instant expert matching, real-time data access, and fully automated workflows. This unified platform bridges the entire lifecycle of a project, going from the initial AI insight like an M&A pre-acquisition check, all the way down to the physical lab work and clinical trial design. It is literally the ultimate antidote to fragmented research.
Now, it's very important we clarify the structural boundary of this platform. BridgeBioHealth operates strictly as a non-custodial platform. This means all exchanges occur directly between you and the network partners. BridgeBioHealth just acts as the connector. They hold absolutely no custody of your biological materials, your compounds, your data, or your intellectual property. They simply empower the direct connections, ensuring you maintain complete regulatory control and 100% ownership of your IP.
Which leaves us with one incredibly exciting, provocative thought. What could your research achieve tomorrow if a global, futuristic scientific network was waiting to execute your vision today? It's a question that challenges all of us to rethink exactly how we approach biotech problem solving. Because when you remove the friction of finding labs, vetting experts, and grinding through endless legal paperwork, the only limit left is the biology itself. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and we will see you next time.